Welcome back to BB65 Gaming here. We have some Madden.
Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one, 44 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Hurry up.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose...
Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They'll try to run with Breida. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He's going to get it running right. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's complete to the former Niner, Delaney Walker. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Mariota. And he's got it. And they are able to to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Over, we step aside. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Mariota to sneak it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota taking it in. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Breida. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Over the middle to Garçon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it
under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Jurrell Casey able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Wesley Woodyard. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. This is caught. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And the Titans getting set to go. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the play. Mariota now to throw on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to run. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down, Mariota. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing is Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked by time or two and get it into the locker room.
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead. Oh, this is blocked. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Titans now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Steps away to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, Mariota. Going deep. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for two. Mariota to throw it this time. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Thank you all for watching the Big Ben 65 game here.